Thank you all for tuning into Big Mama Story Time. Story Time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment to my page. Here we go. Hi guys, thank you all for tuning in to Big Mama Story Time on today. Today I will be reading to you all Disney's The Jungle Book 2. Alright, let's get started into this, guys. I read The Jungle Book 1, the first one, so this is what happened after he left them. Mowgli loved the jungle. It was home to him and his best friends, Baloo, the friendly bear, and Bagheera, the panther. But when Shere Khan, the tiger, started stalking Mowgli, his friends decided the boy should live in the man village. Mowgli hadn't wanted to go until he saw a pretty girl named Shanti. Since that day, Mowgli had been living in the man village with a boy named Ranjan and his family. One morning, Ranjan pounced on Mowgli. "Roar!" he shouted. "Come on, Mowgli! Wake up!" Ranjan was excited. He and Mowgli had special plans for the morning. He really growled at them. The two boys waved goodbye and left the house. Once outside, they started shouting like wild animals. Ranjan's father called after them. "Remember, don't cross the river." Then he said to his wife, "You can take the boy out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the boy," she finished. Mowgli and Ranjan crept down to the river where Shanti was fetching water. Mowgli sidled up to her. "I'm on the lookout for danger," he whispered. "Yesterday, I saw tiger tracks right here." Shanti looked around nervously. She knew the jungle was dangerous. Suddenly, she heard a rustling in the bushes. Then a loud roar. "Yeah!" screamed Shanti. She glared at the two boys when she realized she had been tricked. Mowgli showed Ranjan another jungle trick. He squeezed the peel off a banana and popped the fruit into Ranjan's mouth. "That's a pretty good trick," Ranjan said with his mouth full. Shanti wasn't impressed. She tossed the mango up in the air and it caught on a sharp branch. The fruit twirled around and the peeled mango fell into her hand. "Wow," Ranjan said. "That's a neater trick." Not to be outdone, Mowgli tried to show the village children how to listen to the jungle beat. Without thinking, he started to lead them into the jungle. Shanti panicked. "Wait, stop!" she shouted. "You're crossing the river. It's too dangerous." Ranjan's father heard Shanti and ran to the river. "Children," he yelled, "come inside this instant." "Mowgli," he added, "that includes you. You put everyone in danger," Ranjan's father scolded Mowgli. "But I," protested Mowgli. Wanting Mowgli to remember his rule, Ranjan's father said, "You are confined to your room until dinner. Without dinner." Oh, wow. Without dinner, y'all. "Oh, Baloo," Mowgli sighed later, staring at the jungle through his window. He really missed his old friend, and Baloo missed Mowgli too. He had even made a pretend man cub out of a coconut, but it was no use. "You just ain't Mowgli," Baloo told the coconut. "Poor fellow," said Bagheera, who overheard Baloo. Bagheera went to confront him, but Baloo had already disappeared. Realizing that his friend had probably gone to see Mowgli in the village, Bagheera hurried to stop Baloo, and they weren't the only ones heading for the man village. Shere Khan was also on his way. Uh-oh, y'all leading that lion to him. In the village, Mowgli heard something outside his window. He hopped out to investigate. "Baloo!" gasped Mowgli. "Hi, kid," said Baloo. "Mind if I dropped in?" Mowgli jumped into his old friend's arms. "Boy, am I glad to see you," announced Mowgli. Shanti was also sneaking out to see Mowgli. She wanted to apologize for getting him into trouble. She didn't know Shere Khan was looking for Mowgli too. Then Ashanti saw Baloo and Mowgli. She didn't know they were friends. "Help!" screamed Ashanti. "There's a wild animal in the village." "What? Wild animal? Where?" said Baloo. Not thinking of himself as a wild animal, he grabbed Mowgli and ran. The villagers heard Shanti and rushed out to fight off the wild animal. They didn't see Baloo, but they did see Shere Khan. "Oh my goodness, there he is!" cried Rajan's mother, pointing at the tiger. Shanti tried to tell everyone that it was a bear that had kidnapped Mowgli, but the villagers didn't hear her, and they raced after Shere Khan. Because the villagers were chasing the tiger into the jungle, Shanti decided to try and save Mowgli herself. She ran into the jungle unaware that Rajan was following her, and Mowgli didn't know that Shanti was following him. Soon he and Baloo were far ahead of them. Oh, wow. So now they're in the jungle lost. "Is that place always like that?" Baloo asked his pal when they finally stopped. "That village is terrible," said Mowgli. "All you ever hear is rules, 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 and work, work, work." "Oh, man, I'm tired just listening to it," said Baloo. "I don't want to talk about it," Mowgli declared to Baloo, "especially Shanti." But then Mowgli proceeded to tell Baloo all about Shanti. "She thinks the jungle is a scary place," the boy added. Where did she get that crazy idea?" Baloo wondered. Meanwhile, Shanti was learning that the jungle was a scary place for a lost young girl. As she searched for Mowgli, Shanti bumped right into Kaa, the python. Kaa stared into her eyes and talked to her sweetly. "Excuse me," hissed Kaa. "Are you lost, little one?" Shanti looked into Kaa's hypnotizing eyes. "Are you hungry?" murmured Kaa gently. "I'm starved." Suddenly, little Rajan dragged Shanti away from Kaa. "Bad snake, bad snake, bad snake!" cried Rajan as he hit Kaa on the head with the branch. Kaa slithered away as Rajan and Shanti searched for Mowgli together. In another part of the jungle, Mowgli was showing Baloo the trick he had learned from Shanti. He tossed a mango up in the air and peeled it on a branch. Hey, that's not bad," exclaimed Baloo. "Where did you learn that?" "Shanti showed me," said Mowgli. Oops, Mowgli didn't meant to talk about Shanti again. Just then, Bagheera showed up. Baloo hid Mowgli from Bagheera. "Man is in the jungle," said the panther, who had heard the villagers calling for the children. "They're searching for Mowgli. I thought that perhaps you have seen the boy." Bagheera asked. "Me? No. Nah," lied Baloo. After Bagheera left, Mowgli cried, "Wow, the whole village is looking for me? I wonder if Shanti's is with them." "Shanti?" said Baloo. "Now, Mowgli, what if that girl tracks us down?" "Then you're going to have to scare her," said Mowgli. Baloo practiced. He took a deep breath and let out a loud roar. "Yeah, man," cried Mowgli. "That was great." But just to be safe, Baloo decided to take Mowgli to a place downriver. Not long after they left, Shanti and Rajan arrived, and Shanti found the mango peeled on the ground. Now she knew that Mowgli had been there, but where is he now? Shanti worried. She didn't know Baloo had taken Mowgli to an ancient temple. All the animals there were singing, dancing, and swinging around the ruins. Mowgli and Baloo joined the fun. Oh, they went back to the little ape time. They don't swing out like that in your man village, now do they, kid? Asked the monkey. Well, no, Mowgli answered slowly. Here, let me lay it out for you, interrupted Baloo. Everybody works and nobody plays. They've got nothing but rules, rules, rules. Mowgli felt guilty. The village wasn't as bad as he had described it to Baloo. Mowgli even missed the village a bit. Feeling alone, he quietly wandered off. That's not good, Mowgli. You know that's not good. Mowgli hopped onto a branch to think. He began to sing a song. As Shanti carried the tiger Rajan through the jungle, she heard Mowgli singing. Shanti followed the sound. Mowgli! Called Shanti, delighted that she had finally found her friend. Mowgli was so startled and he fell out of the tree. What are you doing out here? He asked. We came to save you, explained Shanti. From what? Wondered Mowgli. That wild bear that carried you off, Shanti said seriously. Just then, Baloo, who had been looking for Mowgli, spotted Shanti. Not wanting Shanti to take Mowgli back to the village, the bear did exactly what Mowgli had told him to do. Baloo tried to scare her and let loose with a mighty roar. Reacting quickly, Shanti punched Baloo. Ow! Yelled Baloo. Mowgli stopped Shanti from swinging again. But he's attacking us, said a confused Shanti. Baloo was also confused. But you told me to scarify her, he said to Mowgli. Wait a minute, Shanti said to Mowgli. You planned this? Thinking it was another trick, Shanti grabbed Ranjin and rushed off. Mowgli caught up with Shanti and Ranjin, but before he could explain, Shere Khan appeared. You seem surprised to see me, man cub, laughed Shere Khan. Run, Mowgli whispered to Shanti. Tossing dirt into the tiger's eyes, Mowgli ran too. Shere Khan chased the children through the tall jungle grass. Mowgli knew they couldn't outrun the powerful tiger. Come on, this way, he shouted to his friends. Mowgli found a safe hiding place for Shanti and Rajan. Then he ran to some ancient ruins, leading Shere Khan away from them. Shanti told Ranjan to stay put and hurried off to help Mowgli. But little Ranjan wanted to help too. He raced out and ran right into Baloo. Whoa, whoa, calm down, kid, said Baloo. Now where's Mowgli? Shere Khan, was all Ranjan can say. Baloo tucked little Ranjan onto his shoulders and rushed to rescue his little pal. Meeting up with Bagheera, Baloo told the panther to watch Ranjan. When he reached the ruins, Baloo bumped into Shanti. The two quickly realized that they were both trying to help Mowgli. Then they saw Mowgli hiding behind a giant gong as Shere Khan prowled nearby. No matter how fast you run, no matter where you hide, I will catch you, the tiger growled as he searched for Mowgli. Shanti and Baloo quickly hatched a plan. Come on, Shanti. Come on, Baloo. Get him out of there. Baloo banged on a gong to distract Shere Khan. The sound echoed through the ruins. Then Shanti banged on one. Mowgli got the idea and banged on his gong. The great tiger was confused. The plan was working until Shanti's gong fell over. To keep Shere Khan from hurting Shanti, Mowgli stepped between them. Suddenly, Baloo tackled the tiger, giving Mowgli and Shanti time to run up a set of stairs. But soon Shere Khan was right behind them, so Mowgli and Shanti jumped from a ledge onto a giant stone tiger head perched high above a fiery pit. Shere Khan jumped after them, but the stone tiger head began to crumble under Shere Khan's weight. Just as they were about to fall into the fiery pit, Baloo grabbed onto Mowgli and Shanti, but Shere Khan tumbled and landed on a rock. Seconds later, the stone tiger head fell, trapping him inside. The three triumphant friends happily met up with Bagheera and Rajan, who were very glad to see them. Off in the distance, they heard the villagers shouting for them. The time had finally come. Although Mowgli would always love the jungle, he knew in his heart that the village was his home now. Sadly, Mowgli said goodbye to Bagheera. Then he turned to Baloo. "I'll miss you, Papa Bear." "Me too, little britches." And Baloo, as they hugged each other goodbye, said Baloo as they hugged each other goodbye. When the children were reunited with the other villagers, everyone was very relieved and happy. Even Mowgli was happy. Somehow he knew he would see his jungle friends again very soon. All right, guys, that is the end of the Jungle Book 2. I hope you guys like that book. Thank you all for tuning in to Big Mama Storytime. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my page if you haven't done so already. All right, guys. Bye.